Today's video is purely going to be covering the December 7th and 10th incidents in the Daniel Larson lore. I'm going to cover and explain them all using clips showing proof of what I'm going to say, backing it up, and proof that Daniel Larson should be in jail. Now, just for some background info, Daniel Larson is a mentally retarded man with a self-proclaimed singer, songwriter, actor, and even more. So on the December 7th incidents, basically what happens is Daniel's account gets completely hacked by somebody. And by hacked, I mean Daniel was dumb enough to believe that Grace Vanderwall was texting him, and then he gave all of his account information over to Grace Vanderwall, and then the hacker, I put that in parentheses because he's not actually a hacker, he just used information given to him to log into another account. Just for a little bit of context on the December 7th incidents, Daniel Larson had a lot of money that Bob gave him for recording sessions in studios to make songs, but he ultimately took that money and gambled with it and lost everything. And when he did find out that he lost everything, he came back with a hint of realization of what he's done, and he went into a complete fit of rage, slamming his head into walls and saying really stupid fucking things. But here it is.
Done from being with Bob. He had to come get me because I got stranded at the casino. Because I pulled out all my money from my bank earlier today because I was upset at what was going on with the Vanderwall craziness and the impersonators and all the drama with that I literally pulled out all of my money from my bank, like every single dollar, and I went to the casino and spent it all gambling. About $300. Took me a month to gain. So that's a month's worth that is just spent. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm being harassed right now.
Now, moving on from all of this, especially the December 4th incident, because this video is mainly going to be focused on the December 7th and 10th incidents. So basically, I'm going to give you my perspective of what happened on the December 7th incidents, because somehow I was intertwined with this lore and was mentioned quite a bit. So it's kind of funny, honestly, that I was pulled into this somehow. Now, for me, it was just an average December 6th night, somewhere around 12 a.m. So it did hit December 7th at the time when this happened for me. So I'm sitting there lying in bed after I just got done playing God of War Ragnarok for a few hours. Really great game, by the way. But as I was laying in bed, I got a chat request by the name of someone of Big Bones Milk, and I decided to click on it, although usually I'm never on Reddit nor Discord, and I usually do not ever accept chat requests unless I know them and they're actually trying to be genuine to help me. For some reason, I clicked on it because I was genuinely curious why I was getting texted by someone that I did not know, nor was I ever in contact with at like 1 in the morning. But my friend here, he texts me hitting me with the, "Did you really hack Ivan, or is he trolling and framing you?" Now, obviously, it wasn't me. Let's just be real, I'm just someone who documents this shit. I don't want anything to do with Daniel personally. I would never want anything to do with Daniel, nor would I ever want to hack somebody for no reason. I mean, it's kind of just a dick thing to do, innit? Keep in mind, I'm not very good with Discord or anything along those lines. I don't really use it often, but apparently in general chat, he checked the name of Oxus, and it was framed to set up to be my name on Reddit. Now, my name on Reddit was the Meme Man 88 because I made it 2 years ago to look at fucking memes or join r/KSI, like I was just doing random stuff. But basically, the person was saying that it was me and that they hacked it because of me, and then they told me to go check out my shitty documentaries, which is cool. Glad they're big enough for you to notice them. That's pretty fucking funny. Now, the person who did actually hack into this account, funny. Fair play to you. You know what? You were able to frame me properly for a good bit until people were like, okay, well, this guy's a dumbass. It wasn't him. Now, the thing is, people believe a lot of different things on who this could be. People believe that it's actually people that were texting Daniel, telling him that it was Grace Vanderwall, and he genuinely believed he was in contact with them, and other people believe that it was Oxus. Oxus is the man named Ivan. Ivan is the person that's actually Daniel's manager, although he does not claim to be Daniel's manager at all. Now, Oxus and all of the people on Discord all just kind of suck his dick quite a bit. Like, it's just one big meat-choking fest. Like, if you disrespect Oxus at all, that you're just going to get muted or something. Like, you cannot voice your opinion on there, talking about how you dislike him or disagree with the things you say, because he will either A, ban you, mute you, or you're just going to get blocked completely on no matter what it is. Me personally, I've had about 2 run-ins with the man so far, and every time it's ended in him blocking my accounts. He texted me on 2 different accounts. I don't know if he made one personally just for like texting me and telling me I'm weird, but I basically said on the Reddit that he is fucking really weird for being a grown man and texting Daniel Larson and trying to help him out when in reality he's never fucking helped him at all. Ivan, sure, I mean, he's got him a few hotel rooms here and there, but obviously, has he ever actually sat down and told Daniel, hey, this Grace Vanderwall person text you is not real. Grace Vanderwall will never text you, Daniel. Let's move on from this, and maybe I can help you build yourself from here on out so you're not a piece of shit anymore. But no, Ox is just kind of sat in his Discord and would help out Daniel here or there with the most pathetic, stupid shit and always defend his disgusting acts like racism and pedophilia. Although I don't know how or why you could defend Daniel being a pedophile when it's very obvious he is, with core proof in so many areas. But Ox always goes like, there's no proof that Daniel's a pedophile. Yes, there is. Check any of my past videos and it proves that Daniel's a pedophile and he's always talked to children and has a very big thing for them. Now, basically what happened with the hacker, I don't know why I keep calling him that, but the hacker basically said he was me, and then he went on to say that he was Gary Ridgway, a serial killer. Now, when he did hack Daniel, he got into all of his accounts, his Discord, his Instagram, his YouTube, his Reddit, all the things. He got into all of Daniel's accounts. Once he got into all of Daniel's accounts, he basically impersonated a person on TikTok who has Down syndrome, if I'm not mistaken, by the name of James Draws. And James here is someone who makes a bunch of cool videos on the internet. He's just a really cool person overall, and he makes some nice content that people enjoy. He's a really nice guy, honestly, and he by no means should have been impersonated like this at all. So basically the hacker was saying that he was James and that James is going to attack Daniel's family and kill Daniel's mentor Bob, when in reality he wasn't going to do any of that, but Daniel did eat it up because it's Daniel. He can't really comprehend things like that. Now, once the hacker did get a hold of Daniel's YouTube account, you would have thought, oh my god, this is going to be pandemonium. Some things are going to be posted that could get Daniel banned. This is going to be one of the worst things that could happen in Daniel's lore, since he has all fucking leverage here with all of the accounts and information that he would need to do something terrible. But no, he didn't really do anything that crazy compared to the other hackers before in this lore. So basically the man impersonating James, all he did was go to Daniel's YouTube and somehow change a bunch of stuff, edit a bunch of things that Daniel would say in community posts, and make poop jokes as to what like 9-year-old was actually doing that, making poop jokes on YouTube because they thought it was funny, is beyond me. But I mean, you know what, more power to you, I guess. Now, whilst he was making these poop jokes, Daniel was posting things like, oh, I think we got the guy, his name is James, he's in the Special Olympics, while also dropping proof that Daniel was texting Grace Vanderwall. Was Daniel texting Grace Vanderwall? No. Now, all in all, it really just was Daniel's accounts getting taken over by someone random, and then a bunch of dumb shit being said, something that really wasn't that major. I mean, it caused Daniel to have a slight meltdown, but all in all, I mean, it really wasn't any core damage being done. Now, what I would like to get into right after this, because it is really fucked up, so I am just going to give you guys a little bit of a trigger warning here, but this part is going to be showing Daniel hitting his mentor Bob. Now, his mentor Bob is a very elderly person who doesn't deserve this. His mentor Bob is the only person who's genuinely been there to help Daniel in the past 3 years of his entire shit show that you could call a life. There's been people who call Bob's work phone just to fucking mess with him and Daniel at the same time, which causes Daniel to kind of lash out and act like a fool on the internet, but ultimately, Bob's just a person who's helping Daniel and should never be harassed in any way whatsoever. Now, like I said, a quick trigger warning, because this is kind of a messed up thing to see, but ultimately, basically what happens is Daniel gets a call of someone saying that if he steps foot on the motel, they're going to shoot him and going to kill him for even going near it. Now, prior to Daniel getting this call, Daniel was destroying his hotel room. Per a Daniel-like thing to do, he would put holes in the walls and scream, make loud noises, do obscenities. He just did all these terrible things, and then the motel he was staying at got leaked and people would be calling into the motel, which is just causing a very big problem with everybody there. Now, in this video, Daniel's in type of a frenzy where he just can't really understand anything. He's not listening to reason whatsoever, no matter what anybody tells him. But basically, he's sitting in the car with Bob. He keeps lashing out. Daniel's hitting himself in the face so hard that he's making himself bleed. I'd want you all to understand how hard that is to genuinely hit yourself in the fucking face that hard and have blood come out. Like, it's genuinely a crazy thing that you're able to hit yourself so hard with so much force and aggression that you're able to make yourself bleed. But basically, Daniel's sitting in this car, and after he's lashing out, not listening to anybody, not even paying attention, losing all amount of self-control that he previously had, although he didn't really have much to begin with, he lashes out and then he starts to hit Bob. And then when Bob calls the cops, you'd think, hey, it's on video, Bob is getting hit and elbowed in the car, and Daniel's not listening. Daniel's face is covered in blood because he's not only a threat to himself, but others. That is more than enough reason to either A, put him in jail and lock him away for a bit, or B, put him in a mental psychiatric place because he's obviously a danger to himself and anybody around him. But no, Bob's just an extremely big pushover, and I'm not trying to say that to be mean, but in all reality, Bob is just a pushover, and it's purely for the fact that he's too nice. He cares a lot about Daniel, and it's very clear that he does with all the shit that he goes through for him, giving him money, helping him out wherever he needs to help him out, and all those other things like that. But this is just extremely too far, and by no means will this fucking actions, will never be accepted towards me at all. There's no reason for this to ever happen. These actions need very big consequences that will never come to Daniel because of Bob being a pushover. If you saw this video and you saw this man attacking an elderly man who probably cannot defend himself against someone like him, you would think, hey, he does need to be put away and put somewhere where he can get the proper help he needs, but it won't happen because Bob's just a pushover. But like I said, this will be the last trigger warning. There will be blood in this video, so if you don't like blood, you might just want to skip through it and just listen to what I said and just take that with what you can, but here's the video, play it.
The motel threatened to kill me!
And you're trying to kill me!
The motel threatened to kill me! The motel threatened to kill me! The motel threatened to kill me! The motel threatened to kill me! The motel threatened to kill me! The motel threatened to kill me!
I gotta get the police here to get you out of here!
The motel threatened to kill me! The motel threatened to kill me! The motel threatened to kill me! The motel threatened to kill me!
Get out of my car!
Oh, you don't! I need
Get
help!
out of my car!
I need help! The motel threatened to kill me! The motel threatened to kill me! The motel threatened to kill me!
This is your last chance to get out of my car. This is your last chance. Then I'm gonna call the police.
The motel threatened to kill me!
And tell them you're beating me.
No, you hit me! You broke my arm!
I didn't break your fucking arm.
You grabbed me!
Yeah, because you were beating me. You sure this is what you want? I'm calling the police. Okay.
No, you're not helping me. You're not helping.
You're hitting me.
But you're not helping me. The motel threatened to kill me. The motel threatened to kill me over the phone calls.
It's west of Washington.
The motel threatened to kill me. I have a gun.
Yes. Yes. I'll do that. Robert Proctor.
All over me.
They're gonna kill him.
Now, typically in my videos, I like to be unbiased, but I also have a slight hint of biases here and there because I like to have some type of comedy relief in that video so it's not just like an AI talking to you about what happened. But ultimately, after watching that video for the first time when it did come out, I saw Daniel hitting his mentor Bob, who did nothing wrong, and it just really infuriated me. Whatever slight hint of remorse I felt for Daniel for all the things that were happening to him, even though he does have a mental disability, after seeing that I could no longer feel any type of remorse for him. I watched that video back to back to back a few times just to really see what happened in the video, and every time I watched it, the more I just grew to kind of hate Daniel. That's not to say that I didn't, hate him before, but what I'm trying to get at is the remorse that I felt and the pity that I felt for the man prior to seeing that video for all of the terrible things that have happened to him in his life and all the manipulation and corruption that's been going on in his life kind of went away. See, you see a person biting the hand that feeds them. Simply hurting the only person in the world who genuinely probably cares about them is just a terrible thing to see. My heart really does go out to Bob after all of this happening. I'm truly sorry that you get treated like this by someone that you're just trying to help. You're the only person in his life so far that's actually tried to help him, it seems, and I really hope that you just recover from this and whatever happens forward. But before I show you the final part of this video, I just want to quickly go out and say that Ivan, or Ox, however you want to say his name, really, only thing I have to say to you is how can you still defend or even manage this man after what you see witnessing what happened in this video? You saw him beat the only person who's ever genuinely cared about him. So Ox, after seeing all of the pedophilia, the abusiveness, the corruption in his life, and you have your own, you're a young man who probably isn't that dumb at all, you probably are a genuinely smart person who could do good things. After seeing your past and seeing what you've actually done in your past, you had a ride to fucking college through scholarships. You were good at football, you were an athlete, you were good at what you did, and then you threw it all away to go be an actor or whatever, which is fine, follow your dreams, but this needs to stop. You can no longer sit there and defend this man at all. Nothing you can say or do will justify the actions that he committed in this video. Everything that you see in that video is 100% real, and it needs to fucking stop. Daniel Larson needs real, premedicated help from anybody that he can get it. He needs to be in a fucking psych ward. It is not this game anymore. Now, Ox or Ivan has been completely radio silent since the December 7th and 10th incidents have happened, although Daniel has posted in a community post on YouTube that he's still in contact with him. Now, Ivan, if you really know what's good for you, I'm not threatening you at all, I'm not telling you what you have to do, but really, what's good for you, leave the man alone. Do not be in contact with Daniel anymore. Nothing you can do for him will bring good. Daniel needs real fucking help, and he's not going to get that from you. It's extremely obvious he won't get that from you. He won't get that from me. He won't get that from any other regular person that just genuinely watches him and wants the best for him. He needs help. He needs to be in a mental institution. Daniel is not okay. He does not need the phone. He does not need the internet service that he's with. He doesn't need anything but actual fucking help. Now, I'm sorry for going on and rambling on about this for a while, but I just really kind of wanted to say it. I think it needs to be heard by a lot of people, and I'm assuming almost 80% of you will agree with me on that. But in the next clip that I'm going to show you, it's just going to be Daniel completely lying to a nurse whilst in an ambulance about what happened. Daniel's just a pathological liar who can go off of whatever he wants, and he likely believes what he says in his own head. I'm done rambling now, so here's the clip of Daniel just lying to the person in the ambulance with him.
Just confused because
Of the whole situation?
yeah, because all I remember is that I got some random phone call from somebody, not sure who. They claimed to be the motel that I was staying at, and they said if I take one step on the property, they will do anything to make sure I am off the property. And then I said, why are you threatening me? Who is this? And then somebody else came on the line. So somebody else, the person that I was talking to left the phone. Somebody else came on the phone. And then at that point, they were just saying that if I take one step on the property, they will get their gun. That's all that I remember. And then I got scared for my life, is what they said. Like I'm not allowed to do any more music at all.
Yeah.
And I am also getting a spam call right now from somebody. I'm not quite sure who.
You don't answer.
But
Let me just
I
make sure I got this right.
just blocked the number.
You received a phone call from someone stating that they worked at the place you were staying at.
Yes.
The owners yourself. They said if you come back to the property, they'll do anything they need to get you off the property. Then obviously some phone changing over, and after that, did you kind of have an anxiety attack or a breakdown?
I
Led you to punch yourself in the face?
yeah, I got scared for my safety. With what they were saying, so I lashed out. Like I guess it's easy enough to say.
Or panic attack? Okay. Fair enough.
Do we have a tissue to clean my face? Or like a wipe of some sort?
Yeah, man. Well, if you want to.
Sure. Thank you. I'm like literally. I don't know who this person is. That keeps calling me.
If you are wondering where Daniel is now, I think we all are wondering the same thing, but people probably know exactly where he's at. So basically, Daniel went to an airport, got on a plane, and flew to Los Angeles, California. But right after he got there, an hour after being there, a post on his community post on YouTube saying that he is now getting a plane to go to Texas. Now he's trying to post pictures saying that he's in Texas somewhere by showing himself in a Dallas Cowboys hat. But pretty much everyone, including myself, just still believes that he's in Los Angeles. And if I'm not mistaken, my own theory says that he's in Los Angeles, and I'm pretty sure he's probably going to be with Ox soon, because I think Ox also lives in Los Angeles at the moment. So that's really all that there is to this lore right now for December 7th and 10th, and this will be the 11th, but that's all really there is. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later. See ya. In the final 10 seconds of this video, I just wanted to quickly say thank you guys for everything. We went from 99 subscribers to 500 in about a month of me doing this, so that's pretty cool to have everybody help out. And I'm always getting positive feedback and constructive criticism. I do like criticism. If you have to give, please tell me and I'll improve on it. I know I'm not getting a crazy amount of views or anything, but I'm getting enough to the point where I can still be very grateful for it all to happen. So thank you guys for all the views. Thank you guys for all the likes and support and subscriptions. It's really nice and helpful. And thank you to all the people who actually comment on my videos, whether it be a good positive comment like telling me, oh, this is great, keep going, or constructive criticism. Either way, I appreciate it. So thank you guys for everything, and well, see ya.